We got this Pipishell full motion TV wall mount. It works for monitors that are 13 to 43 inches. It can work on a flat screen or a regular rounded screen. Um, there are two different ways to put it together depending on what type of screen you have, but ours required us to put all four of these arms onto the initial bracket. So thank goodness I have a husband who can do this for me, and he is putting all four of them on there and tightening up all of the screws so that way it is nice and tight and cannot fall down. And of course, our toddler is wanting to help with this part, so she helps to screw some stuff in for him. But this is able to hold up to 44 pounds, so even if you have a really heavy old school TV, this will work for you. It does rotate and swivel, which is awesome. Once you are done with that, you just need to line up all of these arms to fit your specific TV. Every TV is going to be a little bit different. So this is what ours look like. And then you just screw in all four screws like we did here. There's all four. And then we started to install the mount. So we drilled it right into a wooden beam that's in our outside garage. You just use two screws, top and bottom, one on the top, one on the bottom. My husband used a drill just because it was going through a really thick piece of wood. I do think the instructions recommended you find a stud, and that you have a stud finder if you're doing this like on drywall. That would be a really good thing. You need to make sure you get that into a stud. But it all works and swivels. It is very sturdy and stiff, so it's not just going to move out of nowhere. The hardest part of this whole thing was putting this on and aligning it, but you have to get it aligned just right and put the screws in at the same time. So I did help my husband. He was holding it there while I put the screws in. There's one on each side. You do a screw and you do a washer. And that's what holds the TV onto the actual swivel mount. So you want to make sure that those are also nice and tight so you don't have any issues with it loosening or, coming off of there because your TV would fall off. So we don't want that. So we just got both of those screws on. We tightened them up nice and good. This actually really didn't take us more than like 15 minutes to install, which is awesome. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but here is our TV installed. It swivels, it moves left to right. It can go really flat to the wall. So it's perfect for if you're really looking for something that can kind of swivel all different directions.